कैसे हो मेरे पढ़ाकू? ठीक, बढ़िया, वेरी गुड। लास्ट टाइम क्या पढ़े थे? फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन अ मूविंग चार्ज प्लेस्ड इन एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, motion in a magnetic field. Today's topic is motion in a magnetic field. So when we consider motion of any charged particle in external magnetic field, then what will be the trajectory or path that we have to find? First case number 1. When charged particle is moving in the direction of magnetic field, when charged particle is moving in the direction of magnetic field, then what will happen? Suppose this is plus q charge which is moving in this direction, and I am considering magnetic field also in the same direction. So charge particle is moving with velocity, let me take v vector, and magnetic field, that is b vector. Both are moving in the same direction. Then tell me what will be the magnetic force acting on this charged particle. What is the formula of magnetic force? Fm vector is equal to q v vector cross b vector. Yes sir, याद हो तो magnetic force acting on moving charge placed in external magnetic field is q v vector cross b vector, right? First of all, I want to find magnitude of magnetic force. Then magnitude of magnetic force, that is Fm, is equal to, when we remove cross at the time, sin q v b sin theta. What is theta? Theta, that is the angle between vector v and vector b. Yes or no? Here vector v, that is in this direction, and vector b is also in the same direction. Then what is the angle between them? 0. When two vectors are in the same direction or two vectors are parallel to each other, at the time what will happen? This theta will become 0. So when we take sin 0, then magnetic force acting on this charged particle will be 0, because v vector is parallel to b vector, right? Same will be the force when we consider charged particle moving in the direction opposite to magnetic field. It means when v vector is anti-parallel to b vector, when v vector is anti-parallel to b vector, जब दोनों को opposite direction में consider करो तो क्या हो जाएगा? थीटा 180, और थीटा 180 हो जाएगा तो साइन 180 की वैल्यू क्या होगी? 0. सो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द चार्ज पार्टिकल विल बी 0. क्या ठीक? एकदम परफेक्ट. So magnetic force acting on the charged particle will be 0 when charged particle is moving in the direction of magnetic field, or when charged particle is moving in the direction opposite to magnetic field. At the time magnetic force acting on the charged particle will be 0. When magnetic force acting on the charged particle is 0, at the time this particle will move in a straight line. कैसा मोशन हो जाएगा? स्ट्रेट लाइन, right? Particle will move in a straight line, क्योंकि कोई मैग्नेटिक फोर्स लग ही नहीं रहा. मान लो कि मैग्नेटिक फोर्स कोई डायरेक्शन में होता तो उस डायरेक्शन में डिफ्लेक्ट होता, बट राइट नाउ नो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स इज एक्टिंग, देयरफॉर पार्टिकल विल मूव इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, राइट? फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन दिस पार्टिकल इज 0, देयरफॉर एक्सेलरेशन विल बी 0. विदाउट एक्सेलरेशन दिस पार्टिकल विल मूव. क्या ठीक? समझ में आया? दिस इज केस नंबर 1. चलो अब इम्पोर्टेंट केस ले लेते हैं इस चैप्टर का, केस नंबर 2. when charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly, when charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly, then what will happen? बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग केस. When charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly, it means now we have to consider this case, V vector perpendicular to B vector. When V vector is perpendicular to B vector, then what will happen? Let me consider magnetic field inside the plane of figure. Uniform magnetic field I have considered, that is B vector. What is the direction of magnetic field? Inside the plane of figure. And suppose here I have charge particle plus Q, and this is the direction of motion of charge particle, and let me take velocity of this particle to be V vector and speed of the particle to be V at this point. So this charge particle is moving in this direction, and magnetic field that is inside the plane of figure. When magnetic field is inside the plane of figure, and when charge particle is in motion, at that time what will happen? Some magnetic force will act on it. So according to this formula, this Fm vector is equal to Q V vector cross B vector. Tell me what will be the direction of magnetic force acting on this charge particle at this point. मुझे बताओ डायरेक्शन क्या बनेगी. To find the direction of magnetic force, first of all we should find the direction of V vector cross B vector. हमें किसकी डायरेक्शन फाइंड कर लेनी चाहिए? We should find the direction of V vector cross B vector. Tell me V vector is in which direction? In this direction. And B vector that is inside the plane of figure. Yes or no? V vector, B vector. To find the direction of Fm vector, what should we do? We should rotate, or we should turn our fingers in the direction from first vector towards second vector. First vector towards second vector. Right? So what will be the direction of magnetic force? That will be in upward direction. तो फोर्स कौन सी तरफ लगेगा? ऊपर की तरफ. यस सर, दिस इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फोर्स. मतलब पार्टिकल जा रहा है ऐसे और फोर्स किधर लग रहा है? ऊपर. ऊपर क्या ठीक? तो पार्टिकल जा रहा है ऐसे और फोर्स लग रहा है ऊपर. देन व्हाट विल हैपन? द पार्टिकल विल मूव लाइक दिस. यस सर. अगर कोई ऐसे जा रहा है, ऊपर धक्का लगे तो इस तरफ मोशन हो जाएगा. सो दिस चार्ज पार्टिकल इज मूविंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन एंड फोर्स इज इन अपर डायरेक्शन. सो द चार्ज पार्टिकल विल मूव लाइक दिस. नाउ I want to find force acting on this charge particle at this point. But first of all tell me the speed of the particle, that is magnitude of velocity, will remain same or different. When force acting on the particle is in the direction of motion or in the direction opposite to motion, then only work is said to be done, right? But here what is happening? Force is perpendicular to velocity. Velocity is in this direction and force is perpendicular to the velocity. When force is perpendicular to the velocity, then what will happen? No work is done. No work is done. So work done in this case is 0. Work done W is equal to 0. correct? So work done on this charge particle by magnetic field is 0. So no work is done. If work done is 0, then according to work energy theorem, work done W is equal to change in kinetic energy. If work done is 0, it means change in kinetic energy delta K, that is 0. If delta K is 0, it means Kf minus Ki must be equal to 0. Final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy must be 0. It means Kf is equal to Ki. Final kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy. If final kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy, it means magnitude of velocity will remain same when charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly. क्या ठीक? Work done 0, change in kinetic energy will be 0. Therefore, Kf minus Ki is equal to 0. Therefore, final kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy. So here, the speed of the particle will remain same. And what will be the direction of velocity? In upper direction? Yes or no? Right? Velocity will be in upper direction. Wherever you want direction of velocity, just you have to draw the tangent at that point. If you want direction of velocity at this point, then you have to draw tangent at this point. Tangent will give you the direction of velocity. Here velocity, that is in upper direction, and magnetic field, that is inside the plane of figure, like this. Velocity, that is in upper direction, and magnetic field, that is inside the plane of figure. Now I want the direction of magnetic force. अब मुझे magnetic force की direction बताओ क्या बनेगा. Magnetic, what will be the direction of magnetic force? When we rotate first vector towards second vector, then what will happen? First towards second. The direction of force, that is towards me, right? So in this direction we will get magnetic force, right? मान लो कि कोई पार्टिकल ऐसे जा रहा है और इसके ऊपर धक्का लगे इस तरफ, फोर्स कौन सी तरफ है? इस तरफ. तो इसका मोशन कैसा बनेगा? Like this. Now the particle will move like this, and suppose it reaches at this point. Once again, I want to find the direction of magnetic force acting on this particle when particle is moving like this, in this direction. When velocity is in this direction, then what will be the direction of magnetic force? Magnetic force, velocity, that is in this direction, and magnetic field, that is inside the plane of figure, like this. Yes or no? Just you have to rotate first vector towards second. Then thumb will be in downward direction. Thumb is pointing in downward direction. It means magnetic force is in downward direction. Now you can see the path of this particle, that is semicircle. Particle wants to move in this direction, and force, that is in downward direction. Then what will happen? The particle will move like this. Yes or no? At this point, I want to find the direction of magnetic force. अब तुम्हें पता चल गया होगा वेलोसिटी कौन सी तरफ? नीचे की तरफ. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड किस तरफ? अंदर की तरफ. तो क्या बनेगा? दिस इज फर्स्ट वेक्टर, दिस इज सेकेंड वेक्टर. फर्स्ट टुवर्ड्स सेकेंड. Thumb is pointing towards the center of circle. This will be the direction of FM. क्या ठीक? अब पार्टिकल कहाँ जाना चाहता है? नीचे. पर फोर्स किस तरफ लग रहा है? Towards the center. Now the particle will follow this type of circular path. So whenever charged particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly, then its trajectory will be circular path. It will follow circular path. But the condition should be V vector must be perpendicular to B vector. When v vector is perpendicular to b vector, at the time particle will perform circular motion. क्या ठीक? When v vector is parallel to b vector, then particle will move in a straight line. When v vector is perpendicular to b vector, then particle will follow circular path. क्या ठीक? समझ में आया? So here magnitude of velocity will remain same, right? And here you can see at each and every point on this circle, magnetic force is towards the center. It means this force is nothing but centripetal force. So here we can write, I already taught you in standard 11 that centripetal force is always provided by some other force. So here that some other force is magnetic force. Therefore we can write centripetal force is equal to magnetic force. Centripetal force is equal to magnetic force. Tell me what is the formula of centripetal force? mv square by r is equal to magnetic force, that is Fm. Correct? Let me take radius of the circular path to be r. So mv square by r is equal to Fm. What is the magnitude of magnetic force? Fm vector is equal to qv vector cross b vector. Then magnitude of magnetic force, that is nothing but qvb sin theta. Here you can see theta, that is the angle between vector v and vector b. At this point vector v, that is in this direction, and vector b, that is inside the plane of figure. Tell me what is the angle between them? 90 degree. Here at this point magnetic field, that is inside the plane of figure, and velocity, that is in upward direction. Then what is the angle between them? 90 degree. At each and every point on the circle you will find angle between vector v and vector b to be 90 degree. It means theta, that is 90 degree. So here we can write mv square by r is equal to qvb sin 90, that is 1. mv square by r is equal to qvb. क्या ठीक? ओके. Here if we consider velocity in this direction, this is v vector, and magnetic field in this direction, and suppose angle between v vector and b vector, that is theta, then we will have two components of velocity, one in the direction of magnetic field, that is v parallel, that is the velocity parallel to magnetic field, that is v cos theta, component of v adjacent to theta, that is v cos theta, and component of v perpendicular to magnetic field, that is v perpendicular, that is v sin theta. So here v perpendicular, that is v sin theta, and v parallel, that is v cos theta. This velocity, that is perpendicular component, because here velocity, that is perpendicular to magnetic field, and here this v perpendicular is equal to v, because here theta, that is 90 degree. अगर कुछ अलग होता तो कुछ अलग मिलता. v perpendicular, that is v sin 90, sin 90, that is 1. Okay. Here from this v will get cancelled. I am interested in radius of circular path. What will be the radius of circular path? So radius of circular path r is equal to mv upon qb. क्या ठीक? Radius of circular path r is equal to mv upon qb. मास इंटू वेलोसिटी, मास इंटू वेलोसिटी याद करो क्या था, दैट इज नथिंग बट मोमेंटम क्यू पी अपॉन क्यू बी. So r is nothing but p upon qb, radius of circular path, that is p upon qb. This is momentum, this is charge, and this is magnetic field. Here this v is nothing but perpendicular component of velocity, v perpendicular, but v perpendicular is v in this case. इस केस में v perpendicular क्या है, v. पर कभी कभी दूसरे केस भी आ सकते हैं, कोई एंगल पे वेलोसिटी कंसीडर करें, व्हेन चार्ज पार्टिकल इज मेकिंग सम एंगल विथ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, एट द टाइम द फॉर्मूला विल बिकम एम वी परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन क्यू बी. क्या ठीक? सो आर इज इक्वल टू पी अपॉन क्यू बी, करेक्ट. इफ दिस चार्ज ऑफ पार्टिकल दैट इज फिक्स्ड, इफ यू आर कंसिडरिंग यूनिफॉर्म मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, then that is magnetic field that is constant. At the time we can write r is proportional to p, r is proportional to p. If we increase the momentum, then what will happen, radius of this circular path will increase. It means this circle will become bigger and bigger if we increase the momentum of this charged particle. So if you want to increase the size of circle, then what you have to do, you have to increase the momentum. मतलब अगर ज़्यादा स्पीड रहेगी, if speed of particle is more, then momentum will be more. If momentum is more, then what will happen, this circle will have large value of r, the radius will be very large if this v is very large. It means if we can increase the momentum, then we can increase the radius of circular path and circle will become bigger and bigger. Now I want to obtain the formula of angular frequency. We know the relation v is equal to r omega for circular path. In standard 11 already we have studied this relation, v is equal to r omega, right? So omega is equal to v by r, yes or no? So here v as it is, what is the formula of r, that is mv by qb. So mv by qb, v will get cancelled, therefore omega is equal to denominator numerator qb by m. So this is the formula of omega. Omega is equal to qb by m. Now I want to obtain the formula of frequency, that is number of revolution per unit time. I want to obtain number of revolution per unit time. If we want number of revolution per unit time, then we know the relation between omega and f. What is the relation between omega and f? That is omega is equal to 2 pi f. याद है? omega is equal to 2 pi f. कहाँ पे लिखें? यहाँ पे लिखें? चलो आ जाओ. omega is equal to 2 pi f, therefore f is equal to omega upon 2 pi. So f is equal to omega upon 2 pi, but omega that is qb by m. So f is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. This is the formula of frequency. This frequency is called cyclotron frequency. F is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. But what is cyclotron and why it is called cyclotron frequency? About that we will study later on. F is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. Okay. This will give us number of revolution per unit time. मतलब कितने रिवोल्यूशन कंप्लीट हुए पर यूनिट टाइम, दैट इज नथिंग बट एफ. एफ इज इक्वल टू क्यू बी अपॉन 2 पाई एम. Now if we want formula of time period, that is time required to complete one revolution, then relation between t and f, that is t is equal to 1 upon f, reciprocal of frequency, that is time period. So t is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. This is the formula of time period. Time period t is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. ये जितने भी फॉर्मूला मैंने डिराइव किए हैं सारे इंपॉर्टेंट है. फर्स्ट, दैट इज फॉर्मूला ऑफ रेडियस, r इज इक्वल टू एम बी बाय क्यू बी. r इज इक्वल टू एम बी अपॉन क्यू बी, दैट इज द रेडियस ऑफ सर्कुलर पाथ. सेकेंड, दैट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी, क्यू बी अपॉन एम. थर्ड, दैट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ साइक्लोट्रॉन फ्रीक्वेंसी, that is nothing but number of revolution per unit time, qb upon 2 pi m. And fourth, that is the formula of time period, that is time required to complete one revolution, 2 pi m upon qb. Now if you observe the formula of omega, frequency and time period, then from all these three formulas it is clear that omega, f and t does not depend on r, p and v. ये तीनों फॉर्मूला में हमें कहीं पे भी r, p और v नहीं दिखाई दे रहे. ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू क्यू बी बाई एम, एफ इज इक्वल टू क्यू बी अपॉन 2 पाई एम एंड टी इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई एम अपॉन क्यू पी. इट मीन्स हियर दिस फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ v. Independent of v. It means if speed of the particle increases then also this frequency will remain same. मतलब अगर वेलोसिटी का मैग्नीट्यूड बढ़ाओगे तो सर्कल तो बड़ा हो जाएगा बट फ्रीक्वेंसी विल रिमेन सेम, टाइम पीरियड विल रिमेन सेम. अगर सर्कल बड़ा हो जाएगा तो उसकी रेडियस बड़ी हो जाएगी. इफ़ v इज़ मोर देन r विल बी मोर, तो सर्कल बड़ा हो जाएगा. यस और नो? क्या ठीक? टाइम पीरियड दैट इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ v. स्पीड बढ़ाओगे तो स्पीड तो बढ़ी तो टाइम घटना चाहिए, पर स्पीड बढ़ने के साथ उसका पाथ भी बड़ा हो जाता है, सर्कल भी तो बड़ा हुआ कि नहीं. देयरफॉर व्हेन वी आर कंसिडरिंग स्मॉल वैल्यू ऑफ v, एट द टाइम रेडियस ऑफ सर्कुलर पाथ इज स्मॉल. व्हेन वी आर कंसिडरिंग लार्ज वैल्यू ऑफ v, एट द टाइम रेडियस ऑफ सर्कल इज लार्ज. So as we increase v, then radius of circular path increases. मतलब उसे पाथ भी ज़्यादा ट्रैवल करना पड़ रहा है. Yes or no? Therefore time remain same. Time that is independent of v. उसे v से फर्क पड़ता नहीं है. So t is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. क्या दोनों केस क्लियर हैं? फर्स्ट केस कौन सा है? When charge particle is moving in the direction of magnetic field or in the direction opposite to magnetic field. Second case, when charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly. When charge particle enters into the magnetic field perpendicularly, then what will be its trajectory? That is circular path. When charge particles enters into the magnetic field parallel to the magnetic field or anti-parallel to the magnetic field, then the trajectory will be straight line. Is it clear? क्या ठीक? ओके. टोटल 3 केस है इसमें, केस 1, केस 2 और केस 3. चलो केस 1, केस 2 हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है. क्या केस 3 ले लें? नहीं, यहाँ पे स्टॉप करूँ? ओके. पर केस 3 के लिए आप लोगों को ये सारे फॉर्मूलाज याद होने चाहिए. एक बार आपको केस 2 को रिवाइज कर लेना चाहिए. केस 2 का एक क्विक रिवीजन ले लेते हैं. एक क्विक रिवीजन लेने के बाद केस 3 नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में लेंगे. केस 3 में कोई प्रॉब्लम आएगा नहीं. चलो केस 2, व्हेन चार्ज पार्टिकल एंटर्स इनटू द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड परपेंडिकुलरली, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? दैट फोर्स विल बी टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर. व्हेन चार्ज पार्टिकल एंटर्स इनटू द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? एट ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट ऑन दिस पाथ फोर्स विल बी टुवर्ड्स द सेंटर. इट मीन्स द पार्टिकल विल फॉलो सर्कुलर पाथ एंड whenever velocity is perpendicular to the force, then it will follow circular path. Yes or no? So here the particle is following circular path. चल Now here work done by external magnetic field, that is 0. If work done is 0, it means kinetic energy will remain same. So kf is equal to ki. If kf is equal to ki, it means magnitude of velocity will remain same. It means at each and every point on this path, the speed of the particle will remain same. Now centripetal force is provided by some other force. Here centripetal force is provided by magnetic force. So mv square by r is equal to fm. But what is the magnitude of magnetic force? That is qvb. Sin theta, that is sin 90. Angle between v vector and b vector, that is 90 degree. Therefore sin 90, that is 1. So mv square by r is equal to qvb. v will get cancelled. Therefore r is equal to mv by qb. फर्स्ट इक्वेशन. एक बार रेडियस मिल गई तो ओमेगा ऑब्टेन कर सकते हैं. वी नो द रिलेशन बिटवीन v एंड ओमेगा. v इज इक्वल टू r ओमेगा. Therefore omega is equal to v by r. Substitute the value of r in this equation. You will get formula of omega. Omega is equal to qb by m. Once omega is available to us, we can find number of revolution per unit time. So omega is equal to 2 pi f. Therefore f is equal to omega upon 2 pi. F is equal to omega upon 2 pi. Omega, what is omega? qb by m. So qb upon 2 pi m. This frequency is also called cyclotron frequency. Using this principle, two scientists have made one particle accelerator, and that machine is called cyclotron. So this principle we are going to use in the theory cyclotron. जब साइक्लोट्रॉन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे तो ये चीज़ हम यूज़ करने वाले हैं. एंड देयरफॉर दिस फ्रीक्वेंसी इज कॉल्ड साइक्लोट्रॉन फ्रीक्वेंसी. Time period, that is t is equal to 1 upon f, reciprocal of frequency. So 2 pi m upon qb. This way we can obtain these 4 formulas. Case number 2, that is important theory. This is important theory. At least you should practice this case number 2 times at home. प्रैक्टिस करें, पढ़ते रहें. आई एम स्टॉपिंग हियर. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय. थैंक यू.